Well done. All right. So we're going to do Tara this morning. And let's just settle into a nice, comfortable seated posture. And feet flat on the floor if that's how you're sitting. If you're sitting up at your desk. Otherwise, in a cross-legged position. Even if you have the flexibility to have your legs kind of just open in a cross-legged position, as we get older, it's probably better if you do support, put a little bit of support underneath either knee. And then the other thing that you can do, also if you're sitting in an upright position, like with your legs down, you can get like a towel and roll it and just put it at where your upper back is, where the thoracic is, just below where your heart would be in your back. And you can lean on that. That will keep you upright as well. So we're not slumping. And it will help this thing of the shoulders being over the hips and the ears being over the shoulders. And imagine your spine is just this beautiful string of pearls of light, stretches from the base, comes all the way up through the crown and just lengthens. So you're not kind of forcing yourself to sit upright. You're just very gently lengthening, and you'll notice your shoulders are dropping, neck is releasing. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And then bring your attention to the crown and just notice if you can feel any sensation there. And relax your scalp and the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the mouth. Relax the back of the tongue and the back of the head. And allow your shoulders and shoulder blades to drop down. Relax the throat and the chest and the belly and your limbs and your hands and fingers and feet and toes. Notice the sensation of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling. Be aware of any sounds in your environment, just allowing those sounds to be there. Trying not to be distracted by them or follow with the mind. And just let them be. And then notice the thoughts that are arising in the mind. It's definitely a good time to meditate because it's, for those of us who've on the West Coast haven't yet started to engage with the news or emails or any kind of messages. The mind is still fairly, clear. So then maybe you'll notice at this time of day the thoughts aren't as rushing. Maybe there's some space in between them. So even for folks who are on the East Coast time, the mind's a little quieter this time of day. So still put some space in between the thoughts, trying not to follow them or engage. Just releasing anything that's not really serving you well, if possible. Well, the best way to release is just not to engage. Notice if you're kind of going on and thinking and following a story, ruminating about something that isn't helpful for you, may not even be your business. And you just stop engaging. And you'll be curious to see how it just kind of lets go. So step back, be objective. Be happy to see. Be happy you're becoming more aware of what's in the mind. And then you can bring to mind your loved ones. And they don't mention this in the teachings, but there's always, for me, there's this thing about, we have these beautiful relationships. Sometimes we take them for granted. And as Coral's family discovered, one of them came very, very close to not coming home from work that day. So you never know when you step outside your door, even if you don't step outside your door, what your karma is going to be. So that's one I'd like to introduce, is this idea of, we have these loved ones, we have the merit to have beautiful friends, people who help us, people who love us. And then we have these people we don't like so much. We have aversion for them. We want to push them away. And then we have strangers who we don't particularly care about. I mean, it sounds awful, but it's really true. We don't think twice, maybe once or twice, about a stranger or a homeless person we passed. We don't care. We've got so much going on in our own lives. However, they can all change place at any time. They're all equal. They wish to be happy. They wish to be free from suffering, and in having this extraordinary capacity for this kind of Buddha mind. So we'll do this meditation this morning for all these people of our life, and then maybe we can think of Marcy and her family, Coral, because this, even though she's okay, it's just this. She'll probably be going over in her mind the whole thing. So that in itself can be a little bit traumatizing. So just, many strong wishes, strong prayers that it just eases, the trauma eases. So imagine Tara. I'll share her image if you need to see her. She's a light body in the space in front of you. So she's with this radiant green light body, very, very beautiful. And she's sitting on this multicolored lotus. Her left foot is drawn in and her right foot is just kind of resting out on its own little multicolored lotus. And her left foot drawn in indicates her complete and effortless control over her desire energy. And her right foot out indicates her willingness and capacity to get up and act for sentient beings. So she's just right there ready to sort of leap up and help. And she has the ability to do that. So often she's referred to as a wish-fulfilling Buddha, and she represents this quick capacity, represented as female, to cut through obstacles, get things done, and to be successful, and to, of course, to make us all blissful. So imagine Tara is very, very young. She's youthful, she's radiant, full of energy, full of bliss, and she's wearing colored silken garments. And you can imagine they're just kind of floating, ethereal. And then she has this jewelry on her ears and ankles and arms and neck, around her, on her head, in her crown. And this is the emanation of her virtue. So imagine what you're looking at is not ordinary. Even her robes, this kind of in the royal Indian style, have meaning, and I've yet to find out what that meaning is. But it's not just ordinary silk she's wearing. So just think like that. It's otherworldly. You can also imagine this is the mind of your teacher manifesting in this form for your benefit. So we just say a little refuge prayer to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened by this practice of meditating on Guru Tara. May I reach Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. So imagine, we first of all, we start with purifying our body. So imagine Lama Tara sending powerful, blissful white light from the Om at her brow, and this enters your brow. So her brow chakra to your brow chakra, and it completely fills you. And imagine all the problems, sufferings, heaviness of body are purified by this light. And all the harm you've ever done to any living being with this body and all infinite past bodies is also purified, eradicated, just completely eradicated, not one atom left, as we recite the mantra together. Om Tare Tutare Tore Soha. 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 Now imagine light coming again from Lamantara's brow, and imagine that your body has become a blissful light body, just like Tara's, indestructible, just like it will be when you attain the deity's body, this Sambhogakaya. And imagine it's not possible to ever harm others with this body, only to benefit them. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soham. 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 Now a speech. So Tara sends red light from the R at her throat chakra to your throat chakra. And this purifies all the problems of speech. So inappropriate speech, useless speech, uncontrolled speech, angry speech, harsh speech, criticism, this inability we have sometimes to express ourselves appropriately, knowing what to say, when not to say. All of this instantly, this is kind of purified, eradicated by this blissful red light. Not one atom left as we recite her mantra again. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soham. 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 Now imagine this red light coming again, and this time you're full of this blissful, perfect, compassionate wisdom, appropriate speech of Lama Tara, including the quality of her voice. Makes it something you want to listen to. So that comes to you. So then you have this situation where people want to listen to you. So you can think of, some of these people like Taylor Swift. Millions of people want to hear her voice. Millions. So imagine if you had a mind that wishes to benefit and millions of people wanted to hear your voice, how extraordinary would that be? It would help so many. So, whatever sound you utter is necessarily beneficial to any living being who hears it, because you're full of this blissful, perfect, compassionate wisdom, appropriate speech of Lama Tara. And it benefits anyone, anything, any animal, any bird, any sentient being, any human being who hears it. All of this is your potential. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soham. 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 And imagine Lamatara sending powerful beams of blue like the sky, from the blue hum at her heart chakra. And this enters your heart, and imagine that all the unhappiness of your mind, any confusion, arrogance, anger, jealousy, pride, resentment, hurt, anxiety, self-hate, vitriol, all of this kind of wanting to get back at people, totally purified. Because all of that doesn't hurt anybody else, just hurts you. But however, we do, with all these delusions, we tend to act in ways that we might regret later. So just imagine all of these delusions, including the root delusion, ego grasping, which is the cause of all of our own suffering and why we harm others, is completely eradicated by this powerful blue light. Not one atom left as we recite our mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soham. 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 Now imagine the blue light comes again. This time feel full of this blissful, omniscient, compassionate mind of Lamatara, all of which is your potential. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soham. 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 Imagine the three lights coming again simultaneously. And they penetrate your three places. So the white Om at the brow, red R at the throat, blue Hum at the heart. And they just it penetrates those three places, and feel this time that even the subtlest stains of all delusion are completely eradicated. There's not one atom left. So feel really blissful as we recite this mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soham. 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 So here, just if we focus for a little minute, just feel like you're being one. You're one with Mother Tara. And then imagine now, again, to just increase this sense, imagine Lama Tara's lotus dissolves into her body, and the little foot lotus dissolves also. And she comes to sit above the crown of your head, facing the same way as you, so about maybe an inch or two. And remember, this is also the mind of your teacher. And she has this strong wish to become one with your mind, and dissolves into green light and melts into you through the crown and merges with your body, your speech, and your mind. And now think, I am one with Lama Tara's holy body, holy speech, and holy mind. And feel blissful. So as we finish up here today, you can stay meditating. If you wish, you can stay there and let's just dedicate for His Holiness the Dalai Lama to live long. Dedicate all the positive energy, all the merit we've created this morning doing this tiny little practice. Few little mantras, just dedicated. The long life of all of our precious teachers, His Holiness, the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and for all of your personal teachers. There's so many people in this room who have so many of their own individual teachers. And then a strong wish for Coral's daughter to have a swift recovery, and for the family to, just pacify the shock that they're experiencing right now. Okay, everyone, lots of love. I will see some of you, if not all of you, tonight. Okay. Thank you so much for hosting, Coral. Lots of love and take care. Lots of love to your family and you and Marcy, Coral. Okay. Hopefully we'll see you soon with her.
Yes, yes.
With that beautiful face of hers. Okay, my pleasure. All right.
Thank you,
Lots of love.